Hi, welcome to another Buzzin walkabout here on Buzzin Pattaya and to part 2 of our Soi Buakhao Central Area walkabout. Alright, so we're picking up from Soi LENGKEE and we're heading up over towards Pattaya Klang area. And the nice thing about this area is that it's still busy, and it's certainly a lot busier than the Walking Street side of things. And I think that's mainly to do because a lot of expats socialise around this area more so than they do in Walking Street, as obviously Walking Street is aimed more at the tourists. But as you can see, you know, there's a lot of places that are open and things are still progressing, maybe not to the level that they were pre-COVID, but they're still progressing, and there's still quite a lot of activity here, which is nice to see. You know, it's a breath of fresh air. So as we're moving up, we're heading up towards the Soi Honey area. Now if you don't know what's down Soi Honey, walk down there. The first few places you just saw then are all massage parlours, and it's a massage with a big smile, and that's all I'll say on that one. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to work out what I'm saying there. Yeah, if you go down, there's also a lot of bars down there, believe it or not, and that are getting more and more popular. So I think it's becoming a more of a go-to Soi Honey, and definitely an interesting start at the top. Now Tree Town, I've got to be honest with you, I think Tree Town is going to be the hidden gem. I think what they're going to do is behind Tree Town here, now you may or may not be aware, if you're not, check out a link I'll put behind, down in the bottom, sorry. But behind Tree Town is a large bar area, and I think it's perfect for when they're going to move, if they do, when they move the bars from Walking Street. I think this will be the new entertainment zone. What do you think? Do you think that Soi Buakhao is going to be the go-to place and that Walking Street will be reduced in terms of the amount of girly bars? Is that where this is going to head? Do you think that that's right? Personally, I do. I think that's what they're going to do. They've always wanted to strip out all of the nightlife, girly aspects of Walking Street, which is crazy really, considering the millions of people that come to walk that street. But that's their intentions, and I think that's what they're going to do. And who are we to stop them? All right, so we've just turned left off Soi Buakhao, and we're now heading down to Soi Made in Thailand. Again, another popular bar complex. And as you can see here, there are a lot of bars. There's plenty of girls and beer bars here. And you can spend a whole night here and not need to move, really. It really is that kind of an area. Lots of pool tables, etc., etc. And the beers are very well priced. Lots of places offering lots of incentives, etc. And this complex goes right the way down to Second Road, so you can basically cut through. If you was to go from Second Road up to Soi Buakhao, you can utilise this Soi and vice versa. But as you can see, you know, there are a lot of bars here, a lot of complexes, and in the busy times this was a really good area. It was very popular. Obviously right now things are slightly different, but you know, hopefully in a not too distant future, then things will progress. People will return, and we can enjoy this area, because it really is a fun park, and definitely a place to visit if you're here on a holiday. But I don't know when things will change. You know, it's a tough one really, because we keep going over it and keep going over it, and the problem is, I find, and maybe you disagree or agree with me, but what I find is that we don't seem to have any real clarity, because they keep changing things. Every 5 minutes we think, oh, okay, this is what's going to happen, and then something changes. And you know, it's really disheartening, because we just genuinely don't know where we stand with things, and as to how far away from what we would class as the new normal, as to how far that's going to be. You know, it just seems to be a never-ending saga of false promises, false hopes, and yet we just don't seem to get very far, which is really disheartening. And who knows? I don't know. Will you come back next year? That's a question for you. Will you come back next year, 2022? Will you be here in Thailand? And we're going to go on the basis that restrictions have been lifted, and that we are allowed to welcome you back, because we do miss you and we need you. You know, as you can see here, quite a lot of bars on this right-hand side are closed and in desperate need of customers. All right, so this is the closure of part 2. As I say, we've gone from Soi LENGKEE all the way up to Tree Town and nipped down into Soi Made in Thailand. Part 3 will continue the journey and head up, and there's a lot of good bars further on, which a lot of people don't realise, because they don't necessarily go that far, which is a real shame, because there are some great places that we will bring to your attention in part 3. Okay, so that's it from us here. Please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when we bring out a new video. And if you haven't as yet, please join our Telegram group. It's a great group, got lots of girl pictures, etc, etc. The link is in the description below. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Please have a great day, and wherever you are in the world, stay safe.